I think I'm live, or I will be. I don't think I'm live yet. Oh, there I am. All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Linda. I'm your Back in the Groove Again coach. And I wanted to do a live, especially as a follow-up to the meditation and journaling 21-day challenge to happiness and well-being. So this is for you, and I don't know if you're able to join me because this wasn't exactly planned. I was planning on doing it today, but I just wasn't sure what time I would be doing it at. But if you are watching this now, that'd be great. Just send me a little comment if you are. And if not, well, thank you for watching it whenever you do have a moment to watch it. There were a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. Um, One of them is, this came up, I think it was early in the week, about when we experience some emotions. We're meditating and we're quiet, and we might be experiencing some feelings of sadness, or maybe some feelings of happiness. But I know in this case, I think it was sadness. The person was getting emotional. So it's a good thing to notice that, and I think that's part of meditation. Part of being mindful is noticing what's happening. Now, there could be all kinds of reasons why these things come up. And, when it comes to mindful meditation, it isn't so much about digging in and finding out the why things are coming up. What's important is just to notice that it is. Just notice it, that it's happening. And also noticing that those sensations that you're experiencing aren't always there. Emotions come and go. And sometimes we might feel them at a higher intensity, and other times we might not experience them at all. And maybe they are experienced internally, or maybe they are experienced in a different way that we are not aware of. Now, I'm just thinking, sometimes because we take a moment to ourselves and we are quiet, we are noticing, we are paying attention to what's going on. When we're busy with our life, go, go, go all the time, we don't always notice what's happening within us, or we don't always notice what's happening, in our minds. So these are interesting things to notice, and you might want to journal about that too. If you're noticing you've got some sensations coming up in this moment, because you might notice it in this moment, but maybe not in another moment. You might want to journal about that. So that's one thing I wanted to talk about. The other thing, we also talked about yoga, and we talked about different types of meditations. I just want to say, excuse me, that in general, meditation or yoga is more for the body and the mind, of course, because when you're doing yoga, you're stretching yourself, and you're not supposed to be experiencing any pain. We can't be doing things that we're not physically comfortable or able to do. We just do what we're able to do. That's all, right? And it's the same thing with meditation, mindful meditation. We want to be comfortable. And I mentioned along the way, if we want to lay down, you can lay down. If you want to be sitting down, you could be sitting down on a chair, on a comfortable chair. You want to be comfortable. You don't want to feel uncomfortable when you're practicing mindfulness meditation or any type of meditation, because you're not going to want to continue doing it. And it's more about noticing what's happening in this present moment more than being uncomfortable. Now, if you're comfortable and you're noticing that you're uncomfortable, you might notice that it's okay to shift and become comfortable. That's one thing. But it's also okay to sit with this feeling of being uncomfortable. That's okay too. You might notice that even when there's uncomfortable, even when you're feeling uncomfortable, you can still be comfortable with that. I don't know if that's making any sense to you, but within this sensation of being uncomfortable, you can make peace with that by putting your attention or giving love to that sensation of uncomfortable. You can be uncomfortable. You can be comfortable within this uncomfortable. I hope that that makes sense to you when you're listening to this. And we've tried many different types of meditation. We tried body scan. We tried a short body scan, a longer body scan. We tried mindful breath. We tried compassion, sending love and compassion to us. We've tried mindful listening. We've tried listening to music. We've tried yoga laughter. We've tried many different things. And some of those things might have been really helpful. You might have noticed, oh, wow, I really like that, which is great because you're noticing that there are certain things that you enjoy more than other things. But if you weren't comfortable with certain thing, I'm not going to say throw it out, in the bathwater right away. Um, be open to experiencing it again. We've talked about that this week. Be open to noticing how it's making you feel because that was how it made you feel in this moment, in that very moment. And it's interesting to notice how when you're opening up yourself to experiencing what it's like in this moment, that you might experience something completely different. So I hope that this makes sense to you.